this issue alone is going to cost you a lot the next election, isn't it?
It is, and it's an issue that hasn't been taken seriously for a number of years. And it's all very well for the new Home Secretary to say she is going to demand British boots on French beaches. But the previous Home Secretary also made that request of President Macron. It didn't get very far. We ended up sending more money to France. And here we are in the same position. So I'm not convinced that anybody's actually taking this seriously.
Well, they sound serious. I mean, Priti Patel, Boris Johnson, these big speeches at Lid Airport, how we're going to sort the whole thing out. And the amazing thing is, the Conservative supporting press, the next day it's all over the front pages. They believe every word they're told. We get let down again and again and again. But there is one, perhaps, interesting new angle on this. And it is that Suella Braverman, who I think actually, is the most genuine of Brexiteers in that cabinet. Yeah. There's no question she believes in this. Now, she dared to speak the unspeakable when she said before conference that she thought we might need to leave the European Convention on Human Rights. Reportedly, number 10, absolutely furious with her. My question to you, as an active Conservative and a Conservative representative, is, has that got legs? Within the Conservative Party, has leaving ECHR got legs, or is Suella, frankly, just out on a limb?
I have a nasty feeling she's out on a limb. This will appeal to part of the party, but I think the major problem that we have is all of these things have been promised before. And as we've seen, Suella Braverman makes these statements and then it's all backtracked. So unfortunately, I think that we're never going to see things like that, those kind of actions, which quite a lot of people will support and will do the country a bundle of good, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But I think we're going to see that backtrack. Liz Truss wants to be popular, despite what she says. And I think this one is too difficult. She thinks that she'll have difficulty.
It's almost like leaving the EU was 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was too difficult to contemplate for the Conservative Party.
Yeah.
This, which would complete Brexit, you're saying is still too difficult.
Yeah, it is, because
So are you resigned to election defeat next time round?
Well, I think the party looks like it is. If we believe anything that we hear from the 1922 committee tonight, people came out of there with their heads hanging in shame, going in to prepare to be in opposition. The party has lost its fight. It feels like it's lost its way. And immigration is one of those issues which is a really difficult conversation. Nobody wants to have it, and nobody dares to speak about it. And that's what's really depressing.
Well, do you know what? If that's the way it stays, you jolly well deserve to lose, in my opinion. I have to say, Claire, thanks for your honesty. Now, let's have a look at what happened today. I'm going to show you some clips today of what happened on Kent's beaches. First, we're going to see what the scenes in Dover this morning as the first of the perhaps nearly 800 people that are going to come into Dover today. That's non-controversial. You've seen that again and again. But now have a look at what happened on the shingle at Dungeness earlier on today. This is truly extraordinary. And I've no idea why we're allowing this to happen. Right, can you see, standing just to the left of the picture, there's a woman there. She represents an organisation called Care for Calais. And as the migrants come off the RNLI boat, she's handing them packages. She's handing them parcels. That's before immigration services have spoken to them. That's before the police have intervened. I've no idea what she's giving them. Is it money? Is it a sugar bar? Is it drugs? I've absolutely no idea. But I have to raise a very serious question. Whether this Care for Calais organisation are in some way actually potentially aiding and abetting this activity. There's something very, very wrong. Now, they say, of course, that their activities both over in Calais, Dunkirk and here in Kent are helping poor, desperate migrants. I have my suspicions they're rather more deeply involved than that, but I won't go further because I'm bored with the lawsuits.